Welcome to continuing coverage of spring football here at GoBearcats.com. I am Paul Dehner Jr. here with you because our man Tommy G is in New York with the Big East basketball tournament. So I'm coming out of the blog bullpen here to help you out. But nobody knows about versatility and doing something that you haven't done before, like Jordan Luallen, who is now technically, what are you now? Because are you a fullback now? Because you're on a mission to play all 22 positions on the field. Do you think that can happen, all 22?
Yeah, they've asked me if I would bulk up at the end of spring ball. They just kind of wanted me to go there for depth reasons. I'm playing offensive line in the fall camp, so got to gain about 35 more pounds for fall camp.
In all actuality, do you just kind of come into camp and just kind of wonder where you're going to end up? That's the way it's been every year.
Yeah, I mean, camp's pretty much just been a mystery to me at this point. You know, this is my, I guess, sixth one, counting spring and fall, and I think this is my fifth position. So, yeah, it's pretty much just a new adventure every time.
Now, tell me about moving, because you're a fullback. You kind of do, that's a versatile, it does a little bit of everything. So kind of, how does that entail changing things for you? I mean, how different is that?
I mean, it's quite a bit different. From the aspect of, running routes and stuff, it's, I'm obviously a little bit ahead on that from playing receiver last year and whatnot. But, yeah, it's a lot different. I mean, inline blocking is totally different than anything I've ever done. Nothing that I've ever done before really translates to that. So it's definitely a new venture, but it's pretty cool.
But no, we've talked about this before, and you said, as long as I can find a way to get the ball in my hands, I'm okay with it. You probably didn't envision it being this way, but how do you feel about this being the way you can get the ball in your hands at fullback?
For sure. No, I'm great with it. I mean, anything to help the team, I think I've kind of showed that over my career. Anything they've asked me to do, I've done. So this is just another step in that. And, if I can help the team win by doing this, then, I'm happy to do it.
It also requires a change size-wise if you're going to be playing fullback in this conference. So what have you had to do? Has it been a matter of putting on weight for you? Has that been your main focus, or how are you trying to fit into your new position?
I mean, yeah, basically just putting on weight. Getting my shoulders stronger. I was about 218, somewhere around there at the end of the season, and now I'm like 232. So put on about 14 pounds since the end of last season. So I got to, obviously I need to get bigger. I'm the smallest guy in the room right now, but if I can keep getting bigger, I think that'll be good, and get my shoulders stronger, be ready to block those guys. So.
And the fullback room, I mean, the bench press has to be what you guys talk. That's your thing, right? It's supposed to be. You're probably behind some of the guys that are more pure fullbacks. You're not up there with their numbers yet.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Where are you at?
Me, Jared Golden, Blake, Annan, and Pat Coyne are like all about the same. Right around 400. They might have me by 5 pounds or so, but we're right about the same.
Impressive. So now, what were you at before? Since you've been gaining this weight and size, have you gone up a lot in bench press too?
It's gone up a little bit. We haven't really tested numbers, but my number over the summer was 400. But we haven't tested since the summer.
So when is the fullback pass going to be inserted in? Are you already lobbying for this?
Yeah, I think that's tomorrow, actually. So we are putting that in tomorrow, and then I think that's going to be a cog in our offense. It's going to be one of the key plays that we use every game, they said.
Well, it's going to have to be when you have this many quarterbacks playing fullback. I mean, it's kind of an odd thing. You don't hear about it very often, but really, it's just you're just waiting until they change you again, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just waiting until the fall when I'm playing offensive line, and then we can, put in the annexation of Puerto Rico or something.
Whatever you do, don't go showing off your punting skills, because we want to keep POD happy, because I'm sure that you could play some specialists as well.
Well, yeah, me and Pat have had some punt offs, and Coach Helton liked what he saw. He told me to give me a shot, but I know that that's Pat's thing, and he's one of my good buddies, so I don't really want to take away his only duty that he has on the team.
Teaching life lessons on versatility here on GoBearcats.com. Keep it tuned here as we keep giving you continuing coverage of spring football. Paul Dehner Jr. here with GoBearcats.com, and I'm here with Patrick Coyne, redshirt sophomore, former quarterback. Used to be. Now the game has changed for you a little bit, though. So tell me about moving to fullback as you have now, and that's a different mentality. You have to kind of come in with a different spirit to practice, don't you?
It's the complete opposite end of the spectrum at quarterback. I mean, it definitely goes from mentally strenuous to completely physically strenuous, and it's definitely more physical, I'll tell you that.
Do you miss the red jersey some days?
I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all. it's good getting in, mixing it up, and getting to experience what all the other guys do every day, which you didn't get to, you know, the soreness every day. So.
But, you know, so before you never really had to hit the cold tub or, you know, really you would have some aches and pains. Maybe you'd be icing down the arm. But the pain comes in different spots now, especially after the first scrimmage of the season on Saturday.
I think that's the gist of it. I mean, quarterback, icing your arm, icing your elbow, but I mean now it's full body. I'm up to here in the cold tub and hot tub. But yeah.
When's the last time you played anything? Have you always played quarterback? Did you ever do anything other than quarterback?
I actually played running back and fullback up until like 7th grade, and then I got moved. But that's the last time. Yeah, I played like guard in 3rd grade, but yeah, I think that's the closest thing to it.
So when Coach said, hey, fullback, you said, hey, I've got some experience there in 6th grade. Oh, exactly. I knocked people on their butt.
All the way back in 3rd grade, I think it carries over. I'm about the same size now, but I think a little bit of it carries over from 3rd grade.
Similar techniques, really. I mean, it's all the same. It's all the same terminology.
Everyone's about 2 feet taller and 200 more pounds heavy, but it's a little different, yeah.
But, you know, as far as the size change, that's the biggest thing probably, even though you were a bigger end of the quarterback. I mean, there's a serious size change that comes along with coming into fullback. How much has your body type had to change over this offseason?
I put on about 20 pounds. I went to about 225 to about 244 right now, so. I mean, I went into Coach Walker. He told me the right things to do, right things to eat, right things to lift, and it worked.
What does that entail as far as right things to eat? Are your family and friends kind of scared about how much food that you're inhaling these days?
Well, my mom tries to send as many care packages as I can. I live close, so I can go home and get a home-cooked meal on Sunday nights. But, I mean, it's not necessarily what I'm eating. It's just more of a quantity, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, I mean, you know, so right now the fullback pass has to be the play that's going to have to be injected into the. I mean, you've got Jordan. I mean, you guys can throw it around. I don't think it's ever been done before.
I don't think we could have a double fullback pass with me and Jordan, but I think we're in thick competition for it right now. I think it's going to be between me and him. So. We'll see what happens with the fullback pass.
Double fullback pass out of the wishbone. Could be the first time it's ever been done.
I don't even know if we have that in, but I mean we could install it just for that sole purpose, a double fullback pass, maybe off a reverse or something like that.
This video will be sent directly to Tommy Tuberville as we try and insert the double fullback pass out of the wishbone. Patrick Coyne, redshirt sophomore, now fullback. Thanks for joining us here at GoBearcats.com.